Gautam Rishi is one of the 7 great sages who worshipped Shivling. One day, through his intuitions, he found out that the daughter of Mudgal, whose name was Ahalya, was going to get married. Many deities like Indra were also willing to marry her. Many started fighting over her. Ahalya's father didn't like it, as they had lustful thoughts about her. He pleaded to Lord Brahma to advise the deities and think of a solution. Lord Brahma listened to his prayers and summoned all the gods to a meeting. Brahma said that Ahalya is very beautiful, but she needs a husband now. The one who can go around the whole earth in 24 minutes and return first shall be the one to marry her. On the other hand, Gautam, who had heard about the beauty and grace of Ahalya, also created the desire to marry her. He said a prayer to Saligram Shivling. In no time, Saligram appeared in front of Gautam and said, "O Gautam, if this is your wish, then it shall be fulfilled. Just circumambulate me, it is equal to circling the whole earth in 24 minutes. Everyone, including Brahma, will be a witness to this." Gautama started circling the Saligram stone. Deities like Indra were rotating at a higher speed than the speed of the wind itself, but every time they looked, Gautam was at the same pace as them. Some even tried to kill him, but it was to no avail. Gautama was the first to reach Brahma. Brahma was pleased and decided to wed him to Ahalya. He brought Ahalya to his ashram, which was situated at the banks of the river Ganga. Indra still didn't give up on Ahalya and was determined to obtain her, and all kinds of lustful thoughts were running in his mind. Indra also watched the habits of the sage and noticed that the sage left his ashram at the dawn of each day for a couple of hours to the river for his bath and prayers. Unable to bear the pangs of love anymore, Indra decided to attain the woman of his heart by trick. Indra convinced the moon to take the form of a rooster and wake up Rishi Gautam much before dawn. When the sage heard a rooster crowing at 2 a.m., he went for his holy bath. Indra descended to earth, disguised as Rishi Gautam, sneaked into the hut, and demanded of Ahalya to make love to him. As the wife of a powerful yogi, Ahalya possessed spiritual abilities and could see that the man standing in front of her was not her yogi husband, but the king of gods, Indra himself. However, it flattered her that the great Deva found her so charming that he ran the risk of being condemned by the world and yet came to her asking her for her love. She smiled at him, too happy to turn down his inappropriate request. Taking advantage, Indra further enticed her with sweet lines, praising her exquisite form. She fell victim, and the two sinned. However, after this act of romantic consummation, Ahalya regained her composure and asked Indra to leave immediately. With his lust satisfied, Indra hurried to leave, terrified of sage Gautama's wrath, but the sage arrived just then, his garments still wet from his ablutions. He only had to look at them to realize what had happened. As expected, rage erupted on the Rishi's face, and he cursed his wife, the moon, and Indra. That is why the moon has spots as a punishment for its role in sin. The sage then condemned his wife. "Shame on you, Ahalya. Your vanity led you to make such a grave mistake. May you lose your shape and have to rely solely on air. Surviving in a manner and becoming invisible to the world, deserving no more importance than a common rock, for decades. You will not be redeemed unless Vishnu himself decides to enter this ashrama." Then he turned to face Indra, who had not given up hope of escaping and was quietly walking away. "Where do you go, shameless lord?" demanded the sage. "Stop in your tracks and wait for me to grant you what you desire above all else. May your body, the source of your arrogance, be covered by that which you seek, and may you also lose what is required to unite with it." Gautama left the ashrama and went to the Himalayas after cursing them. Ahalya was turned into stone, and Indra was turned into a eunuch with 1,000 vulvae on his body. At first, Indra's situation was criticized throughout the universe, but it soon turned tragic. He lived in darkness and seclusion, never appearing in front of men or women. All the gods were concerned because his numerous duties in various worlds remained suspended, and they went as one to seek Brahma's assistance. Brahma prescribed severe penance to Indra, undergoing which, he earned the grace of Shiva. The marks on his body had been transformed into eyes. From then on, he was known as the thousand-eyed god. Meanwhile, Ahalya spent years in penance, living on nothing but air. She became invisible to the outside world, abandoning her famed beauty and patiently waiting for Vishnu to visit the ashrama someday. When Rama, Lakshmana, and Vishwamitra came to visit the hermitage years later, Ahalya regained her form after being redeemed by the grace of Rama's feet. She went to the Himalayas with her husband, and her penance is still used as an example today. If you have liked my video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. We will meet again with another interesting topic. Till then, stay safe and stay happy.